Ryan, wait, isn't this like 3 days in a row you're playing this now? Aren't there other games you need to get to? Yes! You're right! But, look, ever since I said that I'm going to be playing this, ever since I started playing this, people have been coming to me either through the YouTube comments, through the Discord channel, or through private messages that I should probably stop playing. I don't know if they're worried about my mental health. If you are, thank you. But people have been saying that this is a fucked up game. I don't see how this is a fucked up game. I really don't. Does this look like horror? Is this the face of horror to you? Needless to say, this game has a lot of hype behind it right now, and I do not want to be spoiled on anything. I want to break this game down as much as possible. So I am ready, Doki Doki Literature Club. My name is Ryan, aka Ryman, and I'm going to see it through! Last time we left off, we were in an adorable little scene where we were reading with our new friend Yuri. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Turn the page. I think I said this before, but we must look like a sight. What are the others doing behind us while we're doing this? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I'm sorry, hold on a second, is the volume loud? That's a little better, apologies. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. She's a fast reader, I'm still on the first sentence! That's okay. At least she's patient with me. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Aw, yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. It's just probably for the best. We continue the first chapter in silence, except for this music playing over the PA. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Okay. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second-guesses all the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, unlike what this game is apparently trying to do with me. I'm still a little worried about that psychological test it gave me. but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But, Ryan, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Uh-oh! Bail, Ryan! Bail! That's so embarrassing that you think that. Think of something positive, Ryan! Think on your feet! Wait! This is your moment! Go for it! I believe in you, me! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Okay, we're gonna ease our way into this. Sorry. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Ellipses. Probably the best response we could have gotten out of her. We can still salvage this. I guess I meant it. That's kind of cute. I'm gonna call that a success. I want to call that a success, but let's wait for the reaction. Whoa. I think we got it. Ryan, you're good. What are you saying all of a sudden? Ah! What the fuck, Monica? I had my eyes down on the chat, ready to see what's going on, and all of a sudden Monica busts into the scene. Okay, everyone. Oh no. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Oh no. I picked some really messed up things, I think. I was just picking the word. Oh god, please say that there wasn't actually a poem constructed what I picked. That's gonna be fucked up. I literally just picked words that I thought resonated, that I resonated towards, that stuck out to me, oh no. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, far from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Oh, you smooth dog, you! Yeah, you've been learning a thing or two, haven't you? Oh god, if you've been learning it from me, you might need to seek help. I guess I don't have too much of preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright! I stand up. I has a poem! I make a mental note where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. You didn't bring a bookmark? By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? I wrote a poem! Yes! My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I think I'm gonna share with Yuri. I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. And then there's me, sweating bullets. What the fuck did I write? I do the same myself. Oh, who should I show my poem to first? Well, if I remember correctly, while I was picking out the words that, I gravitated towards, a little Yuri picture kept popping up and down like, you were like that. So, I think she might like it first. Okay. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair, and that's fair. Hello, Yuri. Ellipses. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Oh, we're not going to listen to her poem? Probably for the best. Well, not that she has a bad one, but I would be thinking that then I would have to read what I wrote, and I think that scares me more. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Eh? Did I say that out loud? Oh wait, did I read mine? Wait, I'm confused. Never mind. Yuri covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. You? He's going to hate me. Oh no. I don't think she liked my poem. At first I thought she read her poem. Are we skipping over the poems? You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? I'm the one that should be nervous, not for the poems, because I got over that. I should be nervous over the fact that I forgot to set my timer again. Fuck the code. Fuck these messages from work, too. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Wait, are you asking Ryan or are you asking me, Ryan? Are you asking the Ryan Stan Ryan or... Because believe it or not, I have some. It's not good, but it's some. I used to write short stories. I used to write a saga of short stories, as a matter of fact, as well as a whole bunch of one-offs and standalones and short story is I used to write. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Is it weird that once upon a time I once dabbled? I don't know. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, but then looks at my poem again. Ellipses. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. I really need these kind of lines before I start voice acting, the scripts.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take time, it may take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback.
Like Feedback Corner? Oh god, no.
Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well... never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, we get to read her poem! Ghost Under the Light. That sounds like an awesome name! Oh, let's see if I can actually read her handwriting. Oh, no. This almost looked like a doctor's handwriting.
Ghost under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Holy shit, this is legit good! It's got ghosts, first of all, that's awesome, and this is just cool. Who legit wrote this poem? This tale. I'm not Ellipses. Wow, the game realized that I would have had a hard time reading that.
I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting.
Nani? I wasn't thinking that at all. I was actually thinking, like, legit hype that poem was.
But it took you a long time to read.
Because I was absorbing that! The second I read the title, I was like, I'm sucked into this world. I want to be a part of this. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Okay, what?
That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. I fucking loved the poem. I want more of that. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer
poems. You do? Kind of want to read more of those, actually. Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Please say yes. Ghost stories are like hype, sick-ass fun. Phew. What? What? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, right? You could have fooled the fuck out of me, lady! Yeah, really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Oh my god, I think I understand. The Doki Doki Literature Club is making me think deeper about things now. The horror! Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Oh. That was the of someone. I'm gonna leave that alone, not the place. Moving on. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah! Mine sucked! Dinosaur eggs! If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know... I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. So did I! I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Ryan. I'll keep doing the best for you, Yuri. Me too! Yeah! High five, Ryan. Oh my god, we're going through all of these. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh boy. What time is it? What time did I start? We can plow through this, guys. I know we can. Alright. You know, the Sayori picture also is like bopping up and down like, "Ooh, pick me! You did a good pick right there!" So I think we'll tackle her next. Ellipses! This is a good poem, Ryan! Damn straight it is! Are you sure it's your first time? Moving on! Of course! It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Fair point. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy you just wrote one. I could have just wrote "The cat sat on the mat" and told y'all to fuck off. It just reminds me how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Ryan. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Jury's still out on that one. Trying new things like this for other people.
That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Shiori. I'm not sure if Shiori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much of this means to her and all.
Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Yeah! Now you read my poem too, right?
Like I have a choice.
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. At least this looks easier to read.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could be asleep forever. But I'm not mad.
I want breakfast. You know, to be fair, this started out, you know, at first I was a little skeptical with the title called Dear Sunshine, but about halfway, you know, most of the way through, actually, I was like, this isn't too bad, and then this had probably the best finisher. I want breakfast. Shiori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No!
I want breakfast! You know, so what if she wrote it in the morning? You can't force out creativity. It's gotta come to you. And this wasn't coming to her.
Just a little bit. You can't answer.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
That's not even. Why is that? That shouldn't even be that funny to me. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast!
That sounds really good right now. Now I'm fucking hungry. Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
That face! The horror! Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun! Monica's the best!
Yeah. Okay. Where the fuck did that line come from?
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever!
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright. Monica seems like she would have probably the best poem put together or something like that. Natsusuke, I didn't get any little jumpy pictures after, oh, that's a good pick, Ryan, you picked a good word. But let's see how she goes about this shit. Ellipses. Ellipses? You fucking cunt! What? Ryan, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Nani? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid, Baka? I'm not a writer. I'm not a rapper. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read that one! Painful to think about. Ellipses. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Oh boy. Knowing you'll think it's probably stupid.
What is this music? Oh. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Oh. Natsusuke. Girl. Take a seat. Because I'm about to destroy you. Oh God, I'm dying. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Yeah. Nani? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Oh, now I actually understand the poem. Oh, now I feel bad. Oh, now I understand its meaning, and now I feel bad. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme and at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
I could never have guessed that you were the youngest one in this classroom. Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Nasusuke is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I can, but I won't. Who should I write a poem? Who should I show my poem to next? Ha! Who? Who? No one here is probably going to get what I just referenced. Oh my god. Ryan, focus. Not you, Ryan. You're focusing enough. I'm talking about the me, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan. Having a good time so far?
That's one way to describe my experiences in this bizarre adventure. Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better...
Russian roulette table!
I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Ryan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem.
Great job, Ryan.
Nani? What?
I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical.
Okay! Now I'm actually really curious on what the hell I wrote.
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. I found yet another quote to summarize Ryman Gaming. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
I kind of thought she would, based on the words that I picked, with her little picture going up and down like...
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing.
I shall. Whether or not that's a good thing, that's up for debate.
Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything, even though this is a dating simulator. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
I'm gonna call bullshit. This is probably gonna blow me out of the water. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident.
Fake it until you make it.
That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh dear.
Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the spackled protons. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. That was beautiful. Truly deep.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
Not the way I probably just wrote it, I butchered it. Was that the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put this. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
There was a hole there. It's gone now. An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand.
My voice!
So just move your hand and go with the flow. that's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening.
Phew! We got through the poems. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room, realizing I should probably be wrapping this up soon. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Oh, jeez. What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively, he returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Oh shit! Oh fuck! We're about to get a cat fight! This is a great spot for a cliffhanger! Folks, if you had any enjoyment whatsoever watching me fumble my way through Doki Doki Literature Club, please give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you wish to see more, not only of these videos, but a whole bunch of other videos that I do have in my library. Browse around, you might find something you like. Also, follow the Facebook page to keep up with all the news and the content. You know, I like to post news and other little nonsense on there. And if you're feeling game, hop on board the Ryman Gaming Discord channel. There you can hang out and chat with other like-minded deranged individuals. And as always, folks, stay awesome out there. The horror!